right? Vote for Hillary. Vote for Trump. No, it's all gonna be okay. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. But
Jeez. Well, that's why we're trying to fix it before they even. We don't even wait for them. We just fix it.
Good
anyway.
idea.
I mean, we
Good
can do
idea.
this. You know.
Yeah,
We don't need them to fix this.
No,
Really.
no. And I bet that a lot of people waking up right now, in the USA, a lot of people waking up. I've seen it on Facebook, a lot of people waking up, like, oh my gosh, like, look at this, never saw this before, One of the things I've realized even that's waking people up is Nibiru. Can you believe it? People that, have their normal jobs, normal everything, pay their bills, good people. But they have no knowledge of this whatsoever, and when we talk about it, they say, come on, this is like the movies, like you're talking about the movies, right? But it's not, it's in the movies, but we're not talking about the movies. But these people are trying to, they're starting to wake up right now because of Nibiru. Finally, something big, that happening in the skies is waking them up, so it's happening.
All right. So what you're saying is that people are seeing this extra sun. They're going, "Hey, that's an extra sun," and suddenly they're doing a little research and they're finding out about Zachariah Stitchin and the Anunnaki, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The government's
You know
super
what?
worried about that. Chemtrails
I
all
wanna
over
tell you
right now.
I'm just gonna interrupt you. The other day I was on RT, right?
Oh, right, right.
But Russia Today. I'm on RT all the time, but this one time I was on the other day, and they
Could you just
wanted me to
explain
talk
people
about
for my channel what is this
what is
RT, right? Yeah.
RT is Russia Today. It's a big, huge program. Obviously, it's propaganda. It's put out by the Russian government, but it's to counteract the biased Western media. And RT, of course, the English language show. I know they make them for different ones, but I'm pretty sure the English language show has about 700 million listeners or viewers, if you will. It's TV.
Wow, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things.
But so yeah, when you go on there, there's a lot of people watching it, and then they play it over and over. Of course, usually depending on what you do. Sometimes it's a little politically speaking. Sometimes it can lead a little left. Sometimes it can lead a little right. It's really hard to say what side they're on sometimes. But it's kind of like any. Well, it's like any media. There's a little conflict in there, a little power play. There's a little polarity action going on. But I've noticed that anybody that is on RT or follows it will certainly be aware of that. But anyway, the point is that they wanted me to talk about Edward Snowden, and they were asking me if I thought Edward Snowden should be pardoned and if I would welcome that and what ramifications that would have on the intelligence community and all of this sort of thing. And I told him, I said, I'm a much bigger whistleblower than Edward Snowden. And it's like, that's the point. It's like everybody gets all excited about Edward Snowden and Julian Assange and all these people for the stuff that they're doing, but it's really, they're not saying anything really big. I've seen stuff that's way bigger. There's nothing that Edward Snowden has said that I haven't already said. It's all in my book.
Stephen, it's true. It's true.
It's true. Everything that Edward Snowden says is in my damn book, which came out 4 years ago.
And why is the media looking at Edward Snowden, right? Jesus
Because
Christ.
they cannot look at me. They want to look at Edward Snowden, so they don't look at me. They can't have them
do you
looking
think
at
he
me.
is prohibited, or he doesn't even know the things you know, for example? Or he's
All
not
he
interested?
knows is what he read. Edward Snowden doesn't know the things he knows because he lived it. It's because he worked there and saw it on a computer screen.
Okay.
That's all he knows.
Do you
he
think
knows
it was
stuff
on purpose,
files.
like that like they made him talk?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be all fake.
Yeah.
Everything he stole could be fake. We don't know. It's information. Information cuts both ways, right?
Yeah, right.
How do we know he's not leaking stuff they wanted them to leak? How do we know that they didn't put those files in front of him and hope for him to steal it and then run off and leak it to the world? How do we know?
No, we don't know. We don't know, right? We don't know. It's not. We're gonna have to wait a couple of years to know.
The other thing that I say is that if you're a leaker or a so-called whistleblower, is that if I'm a whistleblower, I'm not going to sit on information. I'm going to dump it immediately because I'm worried about my life and I don't want them to kill me before I can leak that information. So I'm going to leak everything I got and then not worry about it. Get it out there. So if he was real, he would release everything he had at once He wanted. It's like
Okay,
Julian.
gotcha,
It's like
gotcha, gotcha.
same
Right,
thing with WikiLeaks.
right.
A real whistleblower does not release information bit by bit. That's what they do on TV, or a
Right.
tabloid newspaper.
That
I mean,
makes
come on, they
sense.
don't.
That makes
That's
sense.
yeah, that's like a serial comic book. Come on, really?
Right.
It's giving it to you by the teaspoon. No, 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 no. A real leak of information is a flood where you have got it all at once. Here it is. Boom. I have spilled my guts. Now, if they kill me, it's too late.
Right. That
See,
makes
so I
sense. And he
already.
didn't do that. He did the opposite.
So he's like ran away with his. He took his information and ran away.
Yeah, that's
Wherever he
stupid. He's gonna.
was,
Yeah, right. Doesn't make sense.
wherever he was, he could have leaked that shit. He could have leaked every single bit of it day one.
Yeah.
But no, he's acting like it's some sort of armor protection. But
Yeah.
it's like, what? I'm going to take this. I'm going to go to Russia, and I'm going to. What does that mean? You gonna show it to the Russians and get make a deal with them? That's traitor.
The strange part of all that is that he went to Russia. Everybody knows that Russia is strongly connected to the CIA. You know what I mean? Strongly
No,
connected
exactly.
to the CIA. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Connected as in they have connections, but everybody has connections. I'm
Yes,
connected.
exactly. No, that
It's
everybody
not
knows
about
that.
me.
For example, there's somebody inside Russia that's in the CIA. It's gonna be, like very easy for them to reach to Snowden. You know what I mean? So to me, it was kind of what is he doing in Russia? You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. Just my opinion,
Well, there's nothing being wrong with it being in Russia. I could go to Russia right now, don't you think? Seriously, I mean, I can't even get on a plane, but if I had to run away,
Sure.
there's a few places I could go. And one of them would be Russia. One of them would be Donbass. I could go to Syria. There's, countries like that. That's
Brazil.
where I could go. But Brazil, right? Careful, right? Like that would be safe. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on. Okay, we got Rio de Janeiro here. Yeah, it's not very safe. Okay, so yeah, just kidding. So, you got Snowden, right? That's a good point there. Like he didn't the stuff he put out there. What about WikiLeaks, Stephen, the WikiLeaks guy?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So they're working for their own government. Let's say they're doing a job. There's a job. They have to do
Alex
this job.
Jones. They're doing the same thing. They're just like Alex Jones. They work for somebody.
And what the hell? Why is, for example, why is Alex Jones supposedly, right, leaking information constantly, and nothing ever happens to him, for example?
Because he's one of them. He's their guy.
Well, for example, how do we difference that from you? For example, not that I don't believe you, of course.
How can you see that? How do you know that I'm not one of them?
Yeah. Now, for example, just
It's very simple, easy. I have no money.
right.
Nobody hears about me. I get no airtime. Well, I mean, hell. Besides, you take out RT and Press TV, but obviously they don't give a damn about the Zionists. But aside from that, if I was not the real deal, if I was a fake, just like all these other
You would
clowns,
be like a rich clown, for example.
I'd be rich. I would have been on Alex Jones. I would have been on Caravan to Midnight. I would have been on George Noory. I would have been on all those big shows because
Right.
my story is so big that they would have had me on all those shows. But no, they won't do that.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Yep.
And Alex Jones is pretty rich right now. I don't know, but he takes a lot of money away with that.
Right. But I can have a guest though on my show. A guest, like for instance, Tosh Plumley. Okay.
Okay.
Tosh Plumley is ex-CIA. Okay. I've had him as a guest on my show, Stephen D. Kelly's show, at least 3, 4, 5 times.
Whoa.
Alex Jones has had him on his show too, a couple of times.
Okay.
But on my show, 2-hour show, the guy gets to talk. I don't interrupt him with stupid questions, and I'm not interrupting the entire show with 20 minutes of commercials.
Right.
Selling vitamins and crap.
Jesus.
So if you were to go to Tosh Plumley and ask him which show was better, he would tell you my show, because I actually let him talk and I asked intelligent questions because I'm like him. We're both come from the same kind of background.
Okay, so you're telling me like Alex Jones does not have this kind of background.
Alex Jones is an idiot. Alex Jones is just some idiot from Texas that played football in high school, that immediately went into radio when he graduated and grew up, and that's all he's ever done. He's just a radio idiot.
Okay.
Just
So he
idiot.
doesn't. The things he talks about, he does. He's good at it. For example, he's good at shouting. He's good at shouting.
He just talks.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
He doesn't know anything. He just talks.
Some of the information that he spills out, some of it is true,